should now be live. Hello everybody, bear with me 1 second. I just need to check a few things out here. I forgot to do that earlier. And we need to put that in that mode. Lovely. Do say hello if you're in chat. I'm going to give folks a few minutes to pop in. Hello Walking with Birds. How are you doing today? You are indeed the first. In fact, you are indeed the first and only person here walking with birds. Which is not particularly a good sign. Hello, Rob. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm doing okay, Rob. Dane came back from America the other day, so you know we're back to having full house, and so it means we can hopefully do some oh blast, I forgot the name. Baldur's Gate 3 soon. Hello, Berenson. You're currently pissed off and need a break. What's ticked you off, Berenson? Meanwhile, I'm going to... Shall I be herbivore or carnivore? I don't play herbivore very often. Be iguana. Well, there is no iguanodon, I'm afraid. The Isle doesn't have that yet. I'm just going to be a pteranodon, I think, to start with. Infected with the Isle? Not quite. Although I have discovered that a relaxed wander on the Isle, you sure about that? Yes, I am sure about that. Actually, no. I've been pteranodon too much. Hello, Evo. How are you doing? I will be a herbivore, and I will be... I have not tried Maya. I suppose will be Maya. At least it's not as ugly as Jowie's version. Oh, I see. I get a wonderful choice of display colours here. All the varieties of brown you could ever want. Yeah, the modded JWE2 crew is certainly here indeed. Well, I suppose that will have to... Ooh. Ooh. Actually, I quite like pattern B. We'll go with pattern B. Oh my lord. Why is the rain so bloody loud? So, I've discovered that the Isle is the first game that, on my new monitor, the Isle really hates the new monitor. It cut me down from a stable 60 FPS, as you can see at the top of the screen, to a very unstable flickering between 30 and 50 FPS. It's not due to NVIDIA DLSS, it's due to it just, the Isle is an unoptimized piece of trash at the best of times. Running that then on a 1440p monitor, but it's not even 1440p, it's what is my monitor resolution? 2500 and, hang on, what is it? Yeah, it is 1440p. Running it at the top resolution that I can get on my monitor, it just really didn't like it. I think I'm gonna have to look into getting some upgrades on the old computer, probably towards the end of the year. I suspect the Jurassic World Evolution 3 might lead to me having to get some upgrades. See, King Giga, I would love to get into playing Planet Zoo, but there are so many DLCs for it now that I'm like, I'm gonna have to spend like 100 quid to get all the DLC so I can have a complete experience. I definitely think that when it comes to Frontier games, it's better to buy them early instead of buying them late when after all the DLC has been released. Oh, more than 100 quid. Probably easily more than that, either. Yeah. Still, it's not as bad as I think it's Train Simulator, which currently has like over £1,000 of DLC. Something stupid like that. I am right in thinking that is the Sanctuary logo, right? I don't play as herbivores very often because to me, eat other thing that is alive is a far easier method of playing this game than find the one random bush that actually lets you eat it. Well, that'll work. The Ultimate Edition is €210, which is £180. Oof, that's outrageous. There again, like, I mean, I figured out that when I did my retrospective review on Jurassic World Evolution 2, we've paid for the game twice. 60 quid for the game, and then before the last DLC they did, we had already paid another 60 quid in DLC costs. So the complete experience of that is well over £130. Heaven help GTA 6 with the rumours that are circulating about how much that is going to cost. Absolutely ridiculous. Is that... Oh, that is as good as my night vision gets. Okay. I suppose I ought to find out where I actually am. To do this I have to tab out. Things might go a little weird briefly. I apologise. I think I spent more on mods than we spent. That's a good point, yes. Where am I? Oh my lord. Really? Is that where I am? I'm just down from... Huh. That's, I didn't expect to spawn at a place like this. Oh great, and I can hear raptors. I need to find the water that's apparently... Okay, yes, so I am exactly where the map said I was. I didn't expect to spawn here. In night vision, your Maya looks like the walking dinosaur's European iguanodon. Well, yes, technically it's just the iguanodon. The American iguanodon is technically Dakotagon, but it wasn't known as Dakotagon at the time. It's another one of those post the show coming out things. Which makes it sound like Walking with Dinosaurs has come out of the closet as being gay, doesn't it? Overfilled the stomach. So the bridge is over there. So I kind of briefly know where I am. I really don't like the rapsicles around me. Do Maiasaura have thumb spikes? I don't think they do. At least every representation I've ever seen of them, they have no thumb spike. Excuse me? What noise was that? Just blew a raspberry at me. That sounded like it came from over there. Oh, I just heard a dino as well. Just the most powerful eyebrows of prehistory. Albertosaurus would like a word with you. Well, at least as far as Jurassic World Evolution 2 is concerned. If we're going with the real most powerful eyebrows, I think Carnotaurus takes the win for that, surely. This feels very creepy. I think I'm going to cross the river in a safe way. I thought hang on, I'm on 4 legs, right? And that has me running on 4 legs. Can I not switch to like 2-legged stance? Does it even have a 2-legged stance? That's an even better question. Press control. Ah. That doesn't feel that different in terms of speed. I don't know. They seem to have exactly the same walking speed. Sport mode. Everybody knows that sport mode in a vehicle just makes it less comfortable. Oh. Oh. That looks like the raptors. Oh, I don't like that. I'm going to bravely run away. It's got such a funny run animation. It looks like a Charlie Chaplin film where the run animation is hyper sped up. I'm going to bravely run away. Well, Evo, it's not technically my quotation either. It's from Monty Python and the Search for the Holy Grail, which is a kind of a classic British comedy sketch film. Which paints Sir Lancelot as a not particularly brave individual, and his assistant runs after him when he runs away from a fight, saying, and he bravely ran away, he bravely ran away. Is everything is clenched an original Fletcher saying? Kind of. It's a modification of a Jeremy Clarkson saying. Mine is the everything is clenched. Jeremy Clarkson's was the he was clenched. Made an improvement. Exactly. I'm not sure if I have any sayings that are specific to me. Dane would probably suggest that me calling meringue meringue is probably something common I do.
Damn right I would.
And saying gatox instead of gatto, because again it just annoys him when I mispronounce it.
Kniffy.
Oh, yes, pronouncing knife as kniffy. Just... I do a lot of them. Actually, I do have one saying I do have, which is specifically mine, which I use quite a lot at university, but I haven't used very often lately, is Captain Picard never had this problem. which I usually use when I was having to deal with something that was just complete bullshit. Just like Captain Picard never had this problem. Hello, Zenon. Ah, I am not going to be like that baby Parasaurolophus in Prehistoric Park. Whether now I absolutely cannot see diddly squat. For heaven's sake. Is it F3? There we go. It's not cheating, it's a feature. Le gasp! My passion is trying to write English with fingers that go at 200 kilometers an hour. Dane is kind of like that, but with verbally speaking to people. Apparently he did it in America and people didn't understand him. I feel like the raptors have gone away now, so I can go back over them. Oh god, now I hear the dilos. As a wise man once said, they should all be destroyed. And an even wiser man, myself, once said, why the fuck did you even make carnivores in the first place? But alas. I did not rob because I do not play Path of Titans and therefore have little concern over its changes. Ah! That was a cliffy. Sure why there was something drinking and it's two-legged, therefore it's theropod, and I'm gonna run away and hope it didn't see me. Eva, you distracted me. Why don't I play Path of Titans? I think because the Isle takes up about as much of my patience with these sort of games as I have. I also think Path of Titans' quality of animation is pretty poor, and I suppose if I was to come up with a pithy saying for Path of Titans, it would be T-Rex does not fetch pine cones. I just don't like the gameplay idea of walking around collecting X number of sticks or X number of melons. You know, it's bad enough when we have to fetch quest in Skyrim or fetch quest in Fallout. Did you fuck? Run! Ah! Run! I just literally walked into the Tyrannosaurus house! Oh, everything's clenched! I think I'm safe. I'm now going to have a drinky. I think even though Ceratosaurus was surprised, because they all turned to look at me. They were like, oh, food has come to us. That may have to be a short, I think. I've also got myself stuck on this riverbank. And this dinosaur has all the off-road capability of the British Army. So... ah, there we go. That's good. What does that symbol mean? Rain, will you bugger off? Oh, I had the Walking with Dinosaurs CD-ROM game. I also had a Walking with Beasts game. Although they pale into significance to what was my favourite childhood CD-ROM game, which came free with came free with the family's first ever computer, which was like a version of Cluedo, but it had the world's most sinister sounding announcer. He was like, what the living daylights? Oh, it's Berenson. As I was saying, so like the announcer was like, Mrs. Scarlet, it is your turn. Please roll the dice or make a suggestion. It was just, they just sounded so sinister. And it had the world's most fucked up death, like, cutscenes, because every time you made an accusation, it played out the death accusation as, like, this mini cutscene, and some of them were really fucked up. Like, I think they're probably on YouTube somewhere, that some of them are really fucked up. Because they always played from the perspective of the person who is murdered in Cluedo. So you're watching someone being murdered from their perspective. It's really messed up. I would go drink, but I saw a Dinosuchus in the river. Well, that's a very good reason to die of malnutrition. Hello, Lima. I think I can turn off this now. No, I can't. I'm gonna have to leave it on. Ah, the Isle. You are one hard bitch to love. And that's where I'm gonna leave it. There is no but to that. It's just you are one difficult game to love. Okay, Evo. Sleep well. Rain ASMR does sometimes help me sleep. Oh, by the way, Brenton, so you know where we're going? I thought we would go to that big lake in the north. There is food here, apparently, of the non-living static variety. No, I find it weird evolutionarily that not more animals are omnivores. Because it feels really strange that so many animals are like obligate carnivore or obligate herbivore. I feel like evolutionarily, isn't it a better idea for you to just be able to eat everything? Evolution works in mysterious ways. Where are we? Oh, we're just past the... Oh, okay. Ah, yes, I know where we are. I am going to risk it for a drink. I haven't yet watched it, Lima, because I was busy editing earlier on. I've been editing myself. I'm about halfway through the Prehistoric Park retrospective review edit. No, the one I sent you is barely half of what I've done. Oh, well, I'm sure it'll give me a good estimation of it. But yeah, the Prehistoric Park retrospective review, I'm hoping to have finished by next Wednesday, so it can be next Wednesday's video. Oh, I see. So if I want to attack something, I have, like... I slap them about a bit. Or I can headbutt them. Okay. How do I do the tail thing? I see. You know, I wish they would tutorialize these things. I do? Sorry, what? Oh, I have different attacks for when I'm on... Oh, I see. Okay. I am better educated in how to defend myself. Thank you, Berenson. They will be in the new UI little player hints. I see. Quadruped, you turn faster, while in bipedal, you run faster. Okay, yeah. I definitely feel like I've gotten bigger. I feel a little sluggish on all fours. They have had internal discussion about a future tutorial mode. See, this is one of the reasons why the Isles development aggravates me, because I'm like... I feel like some of the very basic things that should have been there from the beginning are now being required to be spoken about. Like, let's tell the player how to control their dinosaur. Surely that should have been one of the first things considered added. It's kind of necessary to know how to control your dinosaur to even play this game. Which is a lot of... I've seen a lot of the videos that look at sort of the... criticizing the IO in a genuine way. A lot of those videos do focus on the lack of tutorialization. I like the learn on the job aspect. Well, learn on the job is all very well and good, but there has to be... the player has to be able to learn while on the job in a way that makes sense. Like, not telling them that in order to kick behind them, they have to look backwards, hold down Alt button, and click attack. A normal player isn't going to realistically try that ever. So it's not like they can ever discover it at random. They'll have to be told how to do it. So I feel like they need... if they want to have that learn on the job style, there needs to be some indication to the player that they can do something like that. I think to a point, letting the player experiment is a good thing, but I think you have to kind of toe the middle line, because if you make the game too obtuse, then I think it turns people off the game, which is what most of the genuine criticism videos I've seen have stated. They're like trying to get new people who have never played this before to actually enjoy playing this is incredibly difficult, because of how obtuse and obscure the game's tutorialization is. Also, am I the only one that thinks this guy keeps making a noise like that weird pufferfish video where it eats... is it like it eats that carrot and then makes it like... "Wah" noise afterwards? It keeps making that noise. If those people are having trouble, they can play Path of Silence. I don't necessarily agree with you there, Lima. I think there is a fine line between being deliberately or being difficult as a rewarding experience and being difficult just by being a douchebag. And I think the developers of the Isle have skewed too much into the weird, difficult game to play because we've developed it like douchebags perspective. Some things should be tutorialized, at the very least. This game has no tutorialization at all. There's those bloody raptors again. Escape of the Podlets. I like that particular soundtrack. It was one of my favorites from the show. Yeah, I know they're not a AAA development company, and that it's a small team and that sort of thing. But like I have said to you often, Nima, I do feel that they have their priorities in the wrong places, and I think that's a perfectly fair criticism. Sunday will be a regular Dress Squad Evolution 2 stream. We'll be going back to the new build on the map that you made for me, Rob. I might try and do some homework on Sunday or Sunday during the day, just to get a few things done before starting so that we can get going. But like I said with that particular build, I just want to slowly build the park with you guys, even if the streams are boring. I'm kind of done trying to make Dress Squad Evolution 2 interesting, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I understand, Lima, that, you know, as with all game development, it's not an easy process. As it is with all games, and as I am with all games, that I think it's fair to criticize where criticism is due. Oh, shoot. Oh, the raptors are up there, aren't they? Okay, I'm going to switch to bipedal because I have a suspicion we may have to run. Let's follow the human path around. That sounded like it was behind us to my left. Yeah, I really like the idea of trying to build like that a little English seaside sort of bay town. I think I can. Whoops, wrong one. I think I can actually turn this off. Funny you should say that, Walking with Birds. I've literally up to the part in my review where I'm talking about the music. It's the most difficult part of the review to actually make because I want to obviously put some of the music in there, but I've got to be careful not to put too much in there or it will cause problems. Yeah, I'm actually looking for plants right now, Brinson. Yeah, obviously I accept, you know, they're putting roster additions in for blueprints to make it easier to put new animals in. Which is, you know, probably the easiest thing to do. You know me, I don't give a damn about these migration zone bollocks. That's just a way of getting eaten. Because every carnivore follows them around as well. I think there is a hole in the fence up there. What do you mean? So food won't spawn anywhere else for plant eaters apart from on that migration zone? I thought food would just spawn wherever, like food does, naturally. Oh, hello, frog. Yeah, but it doesn't give you any actual, like, food, does it, if you graze some grass? For the moment, yes. What? So they make this enormous map, and you can't just explore it. You have to fucking follow a set path. Okay then. We're gonna have to go back down the way we came, Brinson, because our migration route is away from here. It's probably another reason why I like playing carnivore, because their food just is everywhere. I mean, I suppose while we're here, Berenson, we can redo our water. We'll just have to then run back downhill and try and find food quickly. Oh! The Isle makes it very difficult to like it sometimes. I do think it's the better of the dinosaur simulator games, but by Jingo. Once tests are evaluated and the outcome determined. Well, I don't understand why it needs to be tested in the first place. I mean, it seems obvious to me that forcing plant eaters to stick to one route through this enormous map and refusing to allow them to explore and be able to find food is a very limiting gameplay experience for those people who play a herbivore. Carnivores can literally go anywhere and be fine. Herbivores, you must stick to this path we have laid out for you. What a limiting experience for a herbivore player. I don't think you need to do a test to learn that, personally. Find the hole in the fence again. Where's the bloody hole in the fence? Righto, Rob. See you on Sunday. Oh, there's the hole in the fence. I wonder what did that. It's a very specifically shaped hole. I think we'll stay on this side. We'll just go back the way we came. They study player paths, which is why they added game trails in the new update. Paths for new players, juveniles have at least useful places. That that makes sense. You know, leading juveniles to useful places, or that. That's fine. Specifically, though, you know, restricting food to occurring only on a migration route, so the plant eaters have to follow it. I understand the logic in that it would, I assume, try and get players to interact. But at the same time, I think it's the wrong way of doing it. Oh yeah, I know, Lima. Like I say, it's just the developers make very odd decisions. They're a bit like Frontier. They make very odd decisions. I have another mutation soon. I certainly hope so, Lima. By Jingo, they've had plenty of practice. Which could be for better or worse. Well, that is a good point. There's no guarantee that the changes that will get made will be a benefit, I suppose. Oh shit. Yeah, that was a bit painful. Oh well. To be honest, it reminds me more of episode 2 with the sauropods. Oof, Lima, I don't even want to think about 2027 yet. Oh, okay. How do we get around here? Next generation consoles will be out that year too. Ah. Hello, Pro Pyro Power. That's a very difficult name to pronounce. These raptors seem to be following us downhill. I see food coming up on the radar. It's not radar, is it? Sniffoscope. Hello, Parafanta. Yep, we could both definitely do with it. Oh, there's a bush. There is a bush somewhere. Hang on, what? How could I have just walked past the... It says bush. Did Berenson just eat that one? Okay. EU12 West. Lima. Okay, well, it looks like that particular plant on my indicator is wrong. Got to love that. Unreliable sniffoscope. What if I just decide to become a carnivorous mouse, or I'll just eat this frog? Evolution does not choose my destiny. Oh, okay. I thought I was going to get more from that plant than I got. Oh. Okay. More food required. Ah, the halfway mark. Perfect time to remind people to like the stream, subscribe if you haven't already, etc, etc, all the YouTuber stuff. I could be cliche and say I've noticed that in my analytics, like only a third of the people who watch our videos and streams are subscribed, etc, etc. But I shan't. I'm sure plenty of people who watch YouTube are used to that by now. Who are you and what have you done with Fletcher? Fletcher had a long... Well, Fletcher didn't have a holiday. Dane had a holiday, but Fletcher had plenty of time to think about things. Also, Fletcher has noticed that the channel really hasn't grown all year. Frontier, please bring something out about Jurassic World Evolution 3. Please. Honest to God. I'm so gutted that the only Jurassic Park thing that's come out lately I have zero interest in because it looks so bloody shit. Oh, nice. Okay, that's... which way around here? Quote Dongi, that is a nice boulder. It is, however, in the way. Just blow up the boulder. I'm sure the disastrous Rex will have some special ability that'll allow it to blow up boulders. Can't wait to be scared shitless at a nearby Rex school. Well, I would say, I suppose, if you're going to play Rex effectively, you're going to want to try and stay as silent as possible, especially while you're growing. I suspect that many of those areas of like that sort of marshy mangrove area is going to be full of baby T-Rex growing. Ah. Well, that particular bush didn't last very long. Don't you need food, Berenson? Oh, right. Ah. The Dick Rex. I think what annoys me most about this whole... the whole thing, the whole sort of pro-rebirth fan base right now, is this belief that Michael Crichton would love what they're doing with it because somehow Michael Crichton would be really into that sort of thing. I think it's such a egotistical perspective to have. I have no idea where we are. I'm gonna check the map. Oh, we are rather far away from water, if I'm honest. We should probably be heading south. Well, southwest. We need to be heading southwest. Also, has it got bloody dark again? Okay, that's north. Southwest is that direction. Well done, Burnson. That is indeed a very good point, Lima, yes. But so it should. I was so sick of playing the Isle Legacy and as a T-Rex or any of the big carnivores, you bite into something and the thing just runs away. That's not how it works. To quote Han Solo, that's not how big effing T-Rex works. Yes, I have Zenon. I find it very curious that the toy has, like, flames coming out of its head. But then the article that claimed the T-Rex had flames coming out of its head quickly got removed. I smell something fishy. Ah. Water. I'm gonna have to turn off the contrast correction. I don't think there's a dino anywhere. I think that was just the goat that was Well, yes, Lima, they backtracked to say it wasn't true. I still find it very suspicious that the toy, however, seems to be set up deliberately to allow that to be a thing. It also happens to be a colour of T-Rex that's doesn't match the one we've already seen, so potentially being the Rex we haven't seen, because I do think there may be more than one. We are indeed. Oh, I see, Lima. Well, in any case, I'm still very suspicious. Press, what was that? Press E to dig for roots. Well, that did exactly bugger all to my my food requirement. I know that you will give an honest review, Lima. But I don't think I'm even gonna go and see it, even if you say it's the best one of the Jurassic Worlds ever. I'm not sure I'm even willing to give it any chance at all. I kind of agree with you, Walking with Birds. I think I'm past the era of bland dinosaur designs for me. I'm someone who thinks that while they might be more realistic, I think they're also boring. And dinosaurs shouldn't be boring. There's a goat in the long grass. Don't go into the long grass. Oh, you got a turning circle like an oil tank. So do we just follow the migration route? I'm noticing a distinct lack of food along this migration route. I think one of the problems with this with Rebirth is I'm so sick of hearing about it, and it's resulted in some of the worst aspects of the Jurassic community coming back to the surface, like the pro hybrid lot and the pro mutant lot, and all these egotistical children that think they know what Michael Crichton was getting at. And kind of just all of that in itself has put me off the film. Also, I cannot believe I haven't healed. Like, I know I fell off of a cliff, but I should have healed by now. Healing times really suck in this game. Yeah, I suppose. But then the trailer kind of made it deliberately sound like they were talking about the original park, not the rebuild. Flight of the Ornithocaris was a classic song from Walking with Dinosaurs. I haven't seen very many carnivores around, apart from those 3 Ceratosaurus I ran away from. We're not technically swimming, we're bouncing across the broken texture. Falling with stuff. Cough swerve. Exactly. Lemur. Exactly. In fact, I do call him out a bit in my prehistoric park review. I've got a thing where I just explain that for all of the quotations and stuff in the video, there will be a explanation at the bottom as to where I'm getting the information from as a reference. And I put underneath that particular bit, because I'm not Swerve. Which is petty, but it's a level of pettiness that I fully condone. You are not drinking. Oh, I'm foraging for gasoliths. Oh, for heaven's sake. I don't understand the point of that system. Like, forage for gasoliths so you can make yourself hungry. Why would anyone want to do that? Yeah. There we go. I'm drinking now. To get more diet. Yeah, but is that really necessary though? I kind of feel that the whole like diet requirement things I don't really feel it adds very much to the gameplay. Right, but it's not really that much of a massive boost. It's like, what? No, it is quite a big boost, actually. Doesn't feel like it. I suppose, I suppose I just don't play this game with the intention to grow very quickly anyway. Because again, I think half of the joy of this game is just surviving. I don't intend to grow to adult super quick. Especially not when growing to an adult doesn't really have much purpose, because like once you're an adult... Like, okay. Right. It's not like I can sell my grown dinosaur to get credits to get like a new dinosaur or skins or something, is it? There are Dinosuchusai around. Talking of mutations, shouldn't I've had another one by now? Surely. Feels like it's been way too long. You likely missed it. I've been keeping an eye down on the bottom indicator. I'm taking you haven't got one either, Berenson. Hello, Niall. Oh, maybe it's just taking a while. Oh, we've slipped off the migration. Ah, there we go. Talking of which, I literally just got it. Efficient digestion. So yeah, it was on that stage. Well, you join us for an exciting episode of Arse End of a Myosora walking through forest. And I am going to have to put the contrast correction on. Was that you, Berenson? What is you? I think that was a Herrera. Oh, hello, hello, Lima. I don't know. You were small and looked scraggly, like one of those undesirable sorts. We are now a herd of 3. Not really a herd, is it? 3. How many dinosaurs makes a minimum herd, do you think? 5. 5 for a minimum herd. Half a dozen. I don't know. I think it has to be more than that. I think a herd has like connotations of like a lot of animals. What's the difference between patrol zone and migration zone? Migration zones are for everyone. P's here to your group. Ah. Again. Nice for that to be tutorialized somewhere. Whatever cool that was, it sounded like the start of a nuclear attack siren. I hear Dino. Ambience. Yes, nuclear missile alert sirens. The perfect ambience. What if it's an asteroid alarm? Lorenzen making light of the extinction of the dinosaurs. Making jokes about it. I suppose it depends how close you are. Like, if you're at the impact site, a bunker would definitely not help. No. Ouch. I think. Yes, that was an ouchie. Yes. That's why you Z-walk. I don't have time to Z-walk. I've only got half an hour of the stream left. To be fair, I didn't think that I would break my leg by sliding like that. I heard the cabbage crunch. You are the chosen one. Wounded. Wounded indeed. But in this game, you don't heal any. You still take forever to heal, even if you're resting. They really need to improve the healing rates. If I die, I die. Well, I've only got a 2.12% health regen increase at the moment. But considering I was... Not a clue, Berenson. Lima might have to answer that one. Hello, Nicholas. Technically, I haven't healed from the earlier injury I got going down the cliff. Oh, I literally just have finished healing from that. But my leg is still fractured. Darth Vader, no! Ah! The broken bone is now no longer broken. Okay, well, we're in our patrol zone. I see no foods. I see water. Hello, nerd guy. For those of you who don't know, me and Nerd Guy are the two that, well, Nerd Guy is my cinema studies buddy who retrospectively reviewed the Jurassic World films for me, and at some point we really need to do the Jurassic Park films. Lima, I thought you said there would be food at the patrol zone. You have misled us. There is food. Where? It's not showing up on my sniffoscope. Got to stand still to sniff it. Why? I was only walking. Renton, there is literally nothing here. Walking to sniff food only works for carnivores. Why? And yes, there is still no food here, Brenton. I'm literally sniffing, standing still. There's nothing here. Lima says you can walk and sniff. I thought so. But yeah, there's no food here. Lima's run off. Okay, there is food here. Well, why wasn't it showing up on the thing? My radar wasn't showing anything up at all. Eat the food, please. I think we've lost Lima. Good night, Zenon. Sleep well. It's been more relaxing than normal. Bloody rain is in there. Where actually has Lima gone? We've lost it. I think he's over here. He does this when we're playing zombies as well. He just runs off. There we go. Now I see him. He's over here, Barista. Lima, were you the sort of child that would run away from your parents and get lost in things like supermarkets? I have a suspicion you probably were. I am not surprised. See you later, Walking Vets. Leash kids. No. Very true. Very, very true. Is this water or mud? This is mud. I need water. Hello Joshua, welcome to the stream. Well, I picked the mutation that gives you water from food, but I thought food would be a little easier to find. Oh, those stupid pteranodon things. Hey, what? What's that? Can I eat from these? Oh, I see their roots. Lima's showing off with his perfect diet. Nicholas, that's a hard question to answer. I think everyone in the community has their own favourite paleontological era. Personally, I think it's also very dependent on what country you're in, because I know that if you're in like America or Europe, you get a lot of Cenozoic stuff. I think if any time period needs more attention, it's everything. Well, it's Paleozoic stuff. I think doesn't get mentioned enough. I very rarely hear anything about, you know, Dimetrodon or Gorgonopsids, stuff like that. And I also think that generally there needs to be more attention given to animal, you know, the animals that aren't like the big famous ones, like there is a lot of ancient animal life, and I feel like we just tend to get a lot of the same ones. Like even Walking with Dinosaurs Season 2, the first episode is literally about Triceratops and T-Rex. I'm like, oh, wonderful. That old chestnut again. Like... Yeah, Lima, I still maintain one of the biggest missed opportunities for Prehistoric Planet was to actually do other time periods. I think spending all that length of time on the Cretaceous period just was a bit limiting. Yes, Niall. The frisbee animal. I am fully aware of what you mean. I mean, hell, like Anomalocaris doesn't show up nearly enough in media as I think it should. I love Anomalocaris. Dixonia, yes. Ah, we're at the beach. Righto, Lima, I'll have a look at that after this. It's a weird take, but I like the vibe. Okay. Yeah, we're doing the walking the dinosaurs thing, walking along the beach. I mean, we should be iguanodons, but... Oh, I don't know, Berenson. I'm useless at the combat in this game. Maya's going on a tan. On a girls' beach holiday. I don't think we'll be tanning much in this weather. Very English summer right now. I don't think that's a good idea, because that would involve me having to, like, stream my Discord on here. And I'm not 100% convinced that that's a good idea, so, I will watch it after the stream, Lima, and tell you my opinion. That's true, I could just download the video. Hang on, man. I have downloaded it. We will finish the stream in a little bit by watching Lima's little edit that he's put together. I feel like it's rained pretty much the entire street. Berenzon did not break. A wild Dinosuchus appears. Yeah, Niall, I'm looking forward to T-Rex. In fact, I'm tempted to, when T-Rex comes out, do like an all-day stream of trying to grow a T-Rex. Not exactly on the day it comes out, maybe a week afterwards. I will be calling off sick. Modern gamers. I have no shame. Even if I think T-Rex is overrated. Oh yeah, Niall, it's going to be ridiculous trying to get into a server. If we run low on food, we'll have a difficult conversation. Yeah, Berenzon, in that circumstance, my money is on Lima, I'm afraid. He's a bit of a whiz at the combat in this game. Lima. Lima killed a pig. We are meant to be herbivores. But technically he didn't eat it, Berenzon. He just killed it. That's what they get for killing my juvenile Dilo. Well, I'm sorry, Lima, but that's what you get for playing Dilo. Everybody knows that Dilo players are... We all hate Dilo players, really. Dilo is just troubled, okay? Leave him alone. Troubled. I am actually surprised we haven't seen more carnivores. I may as well be quality assurance. Or question and answer at this point. I mean, Lima, whenever Evo has a question about the IO, I do tell her to ask you. Or I ask you for her, and then I tell her. You are the Isle's unofficial wiki. I think it's breathtaking. I don't know what it was, Lima, but I read that in the same way that Miranda out of The Devil Wears Prada. I read it in her voice. Breathtaking. That sarcastic, pithy voice she has. Ah, tomorrow is Eurovision. I couldn't care less. I mean, I didn't care about it when we were in the EU, let alone now. For the love of God, I hope the Netherlands lose. Oh, where's the fun in that? Dino is difficult enough without them adding further difficulties. Me and Nerd Guy actually have been rewatching Andor at the moment. Or at least season 1, because we heard that season 2 was really good. So we're watching season 1 again, because we sort of fell off it halfway through. I hereby colonize this rock in the name of the British Empire. It is Maya rock. Classic Brit. Since we have 5 minutes to go, I am going to safe log here. And I will put Lima's thing on. And we will see what his edit is like. I can't believe I've actually survived an entire Isle stream without death. Even though we came extremely close to death within literally the first, like, 15 minutes of the... Maya's a colonialist. We're not colonialist, we just... You know, we just... like having a rock. It is our rock, you see. It was indeed a relaxed wander. Apart from the running away from the house full of Ceratosaurus. Right. Bear with me one momentum. Let me get this up. Okay. And I'm going to have to disable performance mode so I can see what I'm doing. If I switch to... Ah, there we go. If I switch to that, you should be able to see. Let us, turn the Isle down. We can indeed. Okay, everyone, this is Lima's edit. Let us watch.
You feel
What? Really?
That is one big pile of shit. What's so great about Discovery? It's a violent, penetrative act. I call the rape of the natural world. Think they'll have that on the tour?
Okay, I guess that's kind of good in a weird sort of way. What what trailer was that based on though? What film has used that trailer? Oh, of course, the Thunderbolts trailer. Well, it's a most interesting trailer. That's all I'm going to say about that. Certainly a different vibe, I agree. A very different vibe. Yes, it's an interesting one, Lima. Definitely. Anyway, I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you everyone for tuning in today. It's been fun. Don't forget to like the stream if you haven't already, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I will be back on Sunday with Jurassic World Evolution 2. And yeah, I hope to see you guys there. And yeah, it was a laugh. So, until Sunday, wherever you are, enjoy the rest of your days. Stay safe, and good night.